Alex.
Yep.
Have you already live streamed it?
Yeah.
All right, well, go ahead and start then and let people know.
All right, everyone. We're ready to get started. We're going to do our restaurant onboard training. My name is Alex Scar. I am the Director of Restaurant Expansion, also one of the co-founders of Snap Delivered. Work very closely with the team to help together for you guys. Just wanted to do a quick training so we can know the proper way to do onboarding with our restaurants. So I'll get started here in just a minute. Let me pull up my slide deck. Give me one moment. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Again, my name is Alex Scar with Snap Delivered. Let me. You guys can see my screen, okay, right? Paul. All right. Well, again, my name is Alex Scar with Snap Delivered. We're going to do a quick training on how to onboard a restaurant. So I appreciate you guys all joining us for this evening's training. So tonight we're going to do an overview of the Snap Delivered Merchant panel. We're also going to go over how to sign up a restaurant through the merchant portal. We'll go over once you sign up a restaurant, then what's next. Building our menus for success and what you guys need to do with the restaurants after we get the menus in there. And then we'll do a quick driver sign up app and onboarding, and then we'll follow it up with a recap. So for the quick overview, in order to open up an area, just remember we need 10 restaurants and 10 drivers within a 5-mile radius. And we've provided restaurant rack cards and selling resources, and you can print these out. Or if you have an iPad, you can have them ready digitally when you go into a restaurant. But be sure to put your referral code and your contact information on these, so that way you don't have to look it up while you're with the restaurant. So we're going to focus on a couple different things. So how do we sign up a restaurant? First, you guys need to focus on 1 or 2 zip codes that you think will be successful within your area. So whatever areas you know are popular, if you know that there are popular restaurants around there, just try to focus on restaurants that have DoorDash or Grubhub. We have scrapers that can scrape those menus from both of those, so it makes it easy on us. Otherwise, we have to do a manual menu upload, which then you just have to get us a picture of the menu or a digital copy of the menu, and we can do that. So if you have a target restaurant, just find out if you know anybody that can refer you to those, or you can just simply walk in and try to get them signed up. We do have a 1-pager for the restaurant sign-up form. For right now, we want you guys using this 1-pager, and we also created a jot form, which Evelyn was so kind of create for us. So we'll send you the link to that. So if you have an iPad, you can use that to put in the information. Otherwise, you can just print out the form and have it on there. So for the restaurants, just make sure you have the phone number. It could be the restaurant's phone number. We need to get a logo for the restaurant. So once you sign them up, if you can get a logo and you can email it over to us, we can upload it to the system in the back. And then we just need to find out if they're going to provide their own tablet or if they're going to buy the merchant marketing package, which includes the tablet along with some printed materials for them to market the restaurant. So once all that's done, we will upload their menus either by scraping them from DoorDash or Grubhub, or we can upload those manually. It takes about 5 to 10 days in order to do that. But we're not going to scrape restaurants until we have the 10 for that area. So once you get the 10, then we can start scraping. Usually it takes, like I said, about 5 to 10 days. And just make sure you preface that with your with the restaurant owners and let them know when you plan on opening up the area. So say if you're at 4 or 5 restaurants and you just want to let them know that, hey, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, your restaurant number 5. Hopefully, we need at least 10 restaurants in an open up an area. So within the next couple of weeks, we'll get those other 10 restaurants, and then you guys will go live on X date. So you just want to make sure that they know, so that way they're not sitting there idle. If you happen to sign them up and then they don't hear from you for a couple of weeks, we just would rather you let them know what's going on as things are happening. So, and then once all that's done and we have the menus uploaded, then you just need to visit the restaurant, get them signed up on their merchant panel, so that way they can review their menu. You can review the menu with them. Just make sure that the pricing is correct. Make sure that their hours are correct, so that way we know when they're open and when they're going to do delivery. And then make sure to answer any questions they might have. And then that is pretty much the restaurant sign-up process. So here's a quick view of the restaurant sign-up form. And then we'll send this link out to everyone, but this is to the JOT form. So that's going to get you guys over to the form where you can fill those out. Again, we would appreciate if you not try to sign them up on the merchant portal when you're at the restaurant, just to avoid any issues that might arise. I know we had one manager that was trying to sign up a restaurant, and unfortunately they couldn't get into the merchant panel because they didn't have a good internet connection. But as soon as they got to the parking lot, they were able to get that internet connection, then they were able to get on. So just to avoid all that for right now, if you guys can either use the JOT form or the restaurant sign-up form, and then we will input those into the system ourselves. So what happens next, once all that's done and the restaurant's ready to go live, then we need to start getting some customers and start getting their customers to transfer over to the Snap platform. So try to see if they can get access to their customer database. So that way we can either do the marketing for them, or I know a lot of the restaurants I've talked to, they have either Instagram or Facebook pages that have quite a large following. So you can create a QR code for the restaurant along with their referral code, and then that way they can post it on the site. You can post yours on the site as well, and that way you can start flipping customers over to the Snap platform and then get credit for that. So. And then we definitely want to promote Snap. We have a lot of promotion stuff. I know Suzanne, she's in charge of our marketing department. She's done a great job at getting a lot of promotional materials for us. Either those restaurant leave behind cards, the sales cards. We also will have door decals that we can use as well. Like you see, Grubhub and DoorDash on the front door. We're going to get some with Snap delivered. You can also have them create a QR code along with the referral code to put up by the register, as well as the driver pickup area. So that way they can try to sign up additional customers in the store, as well as drivers as they're picking up orders from other restaurants. We're also going to have some stuff that they can put into the bag. We're going to have some seals with the Snap delivered logo on it, and just some other marketing materials that will help promote the Snap name and get the message out there so we can start switching their customers over. And then check in with the restaurant owner after all that's done. Just make sure that you stop by the restaurant from time to time and just help them, get some feedback from them. See if you can get some referrals to either drivers, other restaurants in the area. And then that should be able to, hopefully get the restaurant up and going and ready to go live. So as far as the drivers go, so right now we're going to start a driver onboarding class. We're going to have it once a week. So in order to sign up a driver, again, you can either create a QR code like you see I created here, and it has my referral code here at the bottom. So that will just allow them to scan it straight from their phone. They can enter in your referral code, and then they can go ahead and get signed up. There's also, if you're either in the customer app or the driver app, you can also refer drivers if you are. Yep.
Alex.
Yeah.
No one can see your stuff isn't moving.
Okay, hold on one second.
We've been opening a market for the whole time. It's been awesome, but it's only opening a market.
All right, hold on one second. My apologies. All right, can you see my screen now?
Nope. I can't even see your screen. I see you. I mean, you're pretty.
How's that?
It's better. So one thing I wanted to go back to real quickly is Alex is really good at telling you what to do something. I get to tell you the why. So a lot of people are, I would tell you 100%, don't try to use the sign up form on the web portal in the restaurant. Use the form. And I know some of you are like, no, we're in the 21st century. It has to work. Well, you can't guarantee service is going to be good everywhere. And when you're sitting in front of a restaurant or instead of a manager, you want things to work correctly. I know Paula did a restaurant the other day. She was in the restaurant. She was using the portal. The service wasn't good enough and it wasn't working. So she ended up going back outside to her car and it went through. So you can do whatever you want. It's your own business. But if it was me, I would 100% either do it on a jot form, like, or some kind of form that you have on an iPad yourself, filling it out, or do it on paper, go back and fill it out so that it's right. That's just my opinion. So, Alex, you might want to start over.
Yep, sure. It's very short slide. So again, the overview, we went over how to sign up restaurants, what happens next, building our menu for success, and then the driver sign up and onboarding. And then I'll share my screen as I get into one of the merchant panels, just so I can show you what it looks like. So here's the restaurant flyers. Again, we need 10, 10, and 5. 10 restaurants, 10 drivers in a 5-mile radius. On your left, we have our leave behind rack cards. And then on the right, we have our marketing materials, which you can bring into the restaurant. Just make sure to put your referral code here at the bottom or your contact information. And then that way you can have it readily available when you're talking to the restaurant. So, and again, just to recap, so how do we sign up a restaurant? Focus on 1 or 2 areas or zip codes that you want to focus on. Find restaurants that are popular in the area or a large concentration of restaurants, and that way you can walk from restaurant to restaurant as you're out there prospecting and go from one to the other and hopefully sign up a few at a time. So it shouldn't take you that long to get to 10. I know we've had some reps that have signed up 14 in a week. We've had some reps sign up more, and it really just depends on you guys going out there and putting in the footwork to go do that. So fill out the 1-pager restaurant sign up form, create an easy password. We also have the new jot form link, which we'll send out to everybody. Evelyn, if you can put that in the chat, I'd appreciate it. And then that way you can fill it out digitally, and that will upload to us on the back end, so we can put it into our database, so we can start scraping menus and doing everything that we need.
Hey, Alex, you can't sign in as me anymore because on the chat on YouTube, it's about to blow their heads apart.
Okay.
Is that Paul? Is that Alex? I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make this stuff not boring.
Yeah, this is definitely pretty great out there. Definitely need all the information. But for everyone else, that's why we can follow on here. So again, we'll upload the menus. It takes us about 5 to 10 days. We'll usually start uploading once we get 10 restaurants in an area, and then that way we can get them all onboarded at the same time. So once that's done, then your job as a manager is to go back into those restaurants, make sure that they can sign up to their restaurant portal, check all of the menu pricing that we have available in there just to make sure the pricing is correct. And then, also show them, where they can add their timings or when they're open and close or when they're doing deliveries. And then once all that's done, then we'll sign off on it and we'll activate that restaurant. And again, once you have 10 restaurants active in an area, we can go ahead and open as long as we have 10 drivers. So, and then make sure to visit the restaurant from time to time. When I was out there with Paul, one thing that we were thinking about is you guys can even go into the restaurant and spend a couple hours there and just talk to the customers, maybe have some flyers or some other things that you can hand out, and just try to get customers as well as drivers to be able to sign up. I know I spent a couple hours at a restaurant in Tucson, and we were able to talk to multiple drivers as they were coming up picking up other orders. And I know we got some of them on the application. So definitely take the time to go in the restaurant. You want to make sure to give them a white glove service. Let them know that we're there. I mean, that's the whole beauty of Snap, is not only do we offer the less expensive pricing, but we also give that personal home field touch. So make sure you guys are visiting the restaurants, become friends with them. and then definitely start marketing out to their their customer base as well. So again, here's a quick view of what the restaurant sign up form looks like. We'll get this out to everybody if you want to print it out and bring it with you. Otherwise, we do have the jot form, which Evelyn will send out the link for that. And then you can use that to be able to fill out the same information, and then I'll upload to our system on the back end. So again, get with them on their customer database, see if you can market to their social media platforms. If the restaurant owner signs up as a customer, you can get them their own referral code so they can create a QR code and get it out there. Or you guys can also, put your referral codes and your information on their Instagram and Facebooks as well. So, and then we have a lot of promotional materials that are available, and we'll send an email out with all of those and where you can get those. And then also for the restaurant, we have the restaurant marketing package, which comes with a tablet. So with our system, we don't send them a tablet that's locked like the competition. Ours is available through the browser, and they can access it from any tablet or any laptop. So all you need to do is find out if they already have a tablet. Just needs to have at least 16 gigs or a laptop laying around. Otherwise, they can purchase our restaurant marketing package, which will give them the tablet as well as a bunch of marketing materials in there as well, some leave behind cards and some other things. I know that Suzanne just sent out an email today that has the information on the marketing package. So please review that so you guys know exactly what's in there. And then we'll have some other marketing materials for the restaurants that we can use, and that will be orderable as well. So we'll make sure to post all that. Suzanne's pretty good about getting those emails out. So so just look out for those and check out what we have available, and make sure to keep in contact with your restaurants. So again, this is the driver sign up. And so in order to sign up a driver, you can either create a QR code. We have a master QR code that we posted, and then you just need to make sure to put your referral code, or you can sign them up through the driver app. If you're in the driver app and you go to refer and earn, you can actually refer people to a customer or refer them to the driver through the driver app. So we made it very easy in order to get them signed up. So we're going to start a driver onboarding class once a week. So that way, all the new drivers that come on board, then we can walk them through how to use the app, how to upload their documents, what to look out for, but also the marketing aspect of it as well. So we can show them how to go and get other restaurants, other drivers, and other customers to help snap out and help you guys out as well. So again, to recap, so we have pick the area you want to open 10, 10, and 5. Have the restaurant fill out the one-page form or the jot form. We'll start scraping the menus once we have 10 restaurants. Once those are done, just make sure to go back into the restaurants, check the pricing, and then make sure that everything's correct so we can make them go live. Market to the restaurant customer base, either through social media or through, getting some physical materials at the restaurant. And then also, we're going to have that driver onboarding class to get started. So, and then before I let you guys go, I'm going to get onto the restaurant portal real quick, just so I can kind of show you what it looks like. So give me one moment while I pull that up. All right, can you guys see my page? So this is what the restaurant portal looks like. So once we have everything in here, you can check out the orders in the order tab. Also invoices, so any past invoices or current invoices they have, these are for previous orders. We also have the promotional code. So if we want to add a promotional code, then we can do that either through percentage off of how much is ordered, or we can just do a flat dollar amount off of how much is ordered. So we'll have training classes with the restaurants and some videos released as well, which walk them through all of this. We'll do all the menu uploading and the major changes. But if they want to do any promotions, nix any items and things like that, then we'll show them how to do that. And we'll show some of you guys how to do that too, so you can be proficient with it. But please leave the menu uploading to us, so that way nothing gets messed up on the back end. We just want to make sure that everything's done the way we need it to look. So Here's their profile information. This is just what they use in order to sign up. So as you're filling out that job form or the other form, once we sign up, this is what comes in their system. You can also check timing. That just brings you over to the opening hours on the left. And we just want to make sure that the timings are matching and correct. So whatever hours are open and delivering, just make sure to put it in there. They can change and repeat, do a lot of different things on here, but just make sure that the hours are correct before we have them go live. And then here's where all the menu items are. So we'll be able to upload pictures and stuff for the menus. And again, please allow us to do that, or we'll show you guys how to do it in a more advanced training. But before we start messing with menus, please do some training and let us do it in the meantime. So, but we'll be able to add images down here. We'll be able to add items, customize items, add different toppings and everything else. So this is just what the merchant panel looks like. So once you guys are in there helping out the restaurants, then you just need to make sure to look at the item list, make sure that all the pricing is correct. You can either match it to their menu or match it to what they tell you that it should be, and then just update all of those. We can also enable and disable items on here as well. So say if they run out of chicken and you can't get a chicken quesadilla, then you can disable that so that way it's not orderable, so it doesn't create any issues on the back end. So, and then other than that, we'll get a financial statement for them, so you guys don't worry about the merchant account for now. Once we get them signed up, someone from our back office will reach out to them so we can complete the merchant account sign up, so that way they can get paid for their orders. And then other than that, we just have feedback. So if anyone does leave feedback for the restaurant through the app, then it'll be viewable here, any comments or anything else, so they can see what people are saying about them. So that's pretty much the restaurant portal. And then again, we're going to have the driver training here very shortly. I'm putting that together as we speak. So hopefully by next week, we'll have the training ready to go. And then we'll probably run that on Fridays. I'm going to pick a time. And then that way, once you have a driver sign up, just let them know about the training. We'll send the link out to everybody so that way you can share it with your drivers. So, but that pretty much takes care of everything for the restaurant onboarding. If you guys have any questions, I'm sure you guys are throwing it in the chat. Evelyn is manning that right now to help answer any of those. Or if you have any other questions later down the road, please reach out to either support@snapdelivered.com, and then we'll be able to answer those. Myself, Evelyn, and a few other people man that account. So we'll pass it to the right person and answer the question as quickly as we can. So
that it, Alex?
That's it.
All right. So, I mean, this is good. We're going to start doing, we're going to start doing onboarding on a week. And this is Paul talking now. I don't want anybody's head to explode. Alex is doing ventriloquism now. So what we're doing is this, we're going to start doing onboarding on, I think Wednesday night's probably going to be our major training night. We're going to start doing onboarding for restaurants. We're going to start doing onboarding for drivers. Alex is also, we're going to do some of these driver trainings where the drivers not only are going to learn how to be a driver, we're going to teach them how they can get more restaurants, how they can do all kinds of different things to increase their income, to make them a very integral part of the company where they're not just a driver. You don't want your drivers just to look at themselves as a driver. You want them to look at themselves as, hey, I can create a recurring income just like anybody else in this company, and gives them a sense of worth and a sense of being part of something bigger. And then we're also, Tuesday night of this week, we are going to devote the whole hour to getting customers. We're going to show you how you can use you get with your restaurants and different ideas that the restaurants can get people in the restaurant to download the app by giving discounts and different things of that nature. Because the whole thing is, this is great. You can get all the restaurants in the world you want. You can get all the drivers in the world you want. But if nobody's ordering food, it's not going to go anywhere. So Tuesday of this week, I would encourage everyone you possibly can to get on, to make sure they're on. And also, don't forget about the promotion. I don't know if Tony, let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I should have had this already up. But I'm going to see if I can put this up real quickly that Tony sent to me. So we want to make sure that everyone realizes we have a promotion going on this month. So it's called Strive for 5. And Tony, let me find it real quick. Let me just put it up. I'm going to share my screen real quick, Alex.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't have my camera on right now. Continue, desktop, share. Can you see my screen, Alex?
Yep.
All right. So the October promotion that we are doing for this month is October promotion starting from October 1st. So anything you've done up until this point counts. We are on the 24th, I think, of the month. October 24th. This month has gone extremely fast with our training and everything we had. But from the October 1st all the way to the end of October 31st at midnight, we won't be extending it or any of that kind of stuff. If you personally recruit 5 customers who upgrade to a manager, you're going to receive 5 shares in the revenue sharing pool. So anyone that, if you've got maybe 2 in the beginning of the month and you personally, not somewhere down in your sales team or manager or down below, but personally get 5 people total over the month, you're going to receive 5 shares in the revenue sharing pool. We're keeping track of it. We have a spreadsheet. We have everything put together where once we have the back office put together, and we're working extremely hard to get that as quickly as we possibly can. This week, you should be able to sign up people online. I know there's some glitches in system over the weekend. And, like we told everyone over and over and over, you got to be fluid. You got to deal with the bumps and bruises that come along with being a startup. But I promise you down the road, once we hit a certain point and all these problems are taken care of, this thing will just hum. And we'll be doing orders, millions of orders on a daily basis in all kinds of different verticals when it comes to, all the different things. So all this stuff is amazing that we're talking about, and the stuff that Alex is teaching you, we're going to start doing this. The more you get this in your head over and over and over, and it becomes second nature. It's just like muscle memory. I know Tony and Bill play pickleball, and I know Tony was a professional, and Bill Hoffman, they play pickleball. And I know there's a lot of what they do is doing it over and over and over becomes muscle memory. And that's exactly what this business will be. When you talk to restaurant after restaurant after restaurant, maybe you won't get them the first time, but you may get them the 3rd or 4th time you go back in there. And I would never close the door on anything. So from now till the end of the 31st, 6 or 7 days, do everything you possibly can, sign up as many people to manager. And then, we're getting into the busier season. The winter months are amazing in most of the country for delivery because it gets darker earlier. People don't want to go out as much with bad weather. So we're hitting this in the prime time, and we're going to get all the problems taken care of, get everything under control. And we talked to, and I'll leave you with this real quickly. Tony and I were on a conference call Friday afternoon with a major MLM, a guy that's in the network marketing industry and takes care of entrepreneurs. For the last 26 years, he's dealt with nothing but companies that are structured kind of the same way we are, but he loved what we're doing so much. He cut his fees enormously down because he really wants to help us with our expansion. He believes in what we're doing. There's not a person that I hardly talk to that doesn't believe what we're doing is amazing. So it's just getting over the hump of what we're dealing with right now, and we're getting there on a daily basis. So I would go out this week, have the excitement, have the energy. Some of you that were at our training a week ago, you got to remember that feeling you left that training with, and every Monday, every week, every day, every couple hours, like reinvigorate yourself by remembering it. So we really appreciate all the time you spent with us. A lot of you are on tonight, and we are working really hard every day, all day for you. So I appreciate your time, guys. Thanks, and have a great night.